boy, it's 2024, and for the first time in my 54 years on this earth, I am finally at the Starbird show in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And to tell you why that's significant, it's because this show's been going on for 60 years. I mean, that is 60 years of having a show every year, and that is absolutely amazing. So this car show has actually been going on longer than I've been alive. And for them to ask me to come out, sign autographs, see the fans, and have a good time on their 60th anniversary, I just got to tell you, it's really cool. There are some really badass cars here. We're going to get around to seeing all of those. And on top of that, Gene Winfield's here, a lot of other stars and car builders. So we're going to have a great time. Check it out.
Chevrolet.
I brought a Chevrolet out here for sale at the Leak auction.
Yeah, and I didn't know how to
describe what the hell I was. It says I was rat rod guy.
Rat rod guy.
But these, I made a lot of money on these cars. I need to start making these again. Did you ever sell the car?
No, I still haven't.
Well, put it back in the glove box.
Yeah.
I'm finally somebody.
Yeah.
He came up and told me that story yesterday, and I was like, oh, he'll love that, dude.
Thank you, kind sir.
Absolutely, sir.
Welcome to Tulsa. If you guys need something, let me know.
Yes, sir. What was the name again?
Barry.
All right, Barry, thank you.
Take care.
Tell me what I'm looking at here.
Okay, this is actually a 72.
72.
Two-wheel drive Blazer.
Two-wheel drive Blazer.
But it's got a 67 front end on it. And
but
I put this top on.
But you put a top on?
Yes.
Are you digging this, Josh?
Yeah.
I just looked over and seen that he built a unibody. You just built a unibody.
Well, if they ever made one.
No.
But it took me a little bit to figure out to make it mold right, because you don't want it to look like it's been chopped in.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? You want it to make it look like it's factory.
This is mini trucking.
Yeah.
It's a 72 Blazer, but he put a truck top on it. But as you can tell, it did it correctly, as if it was a truck. But if it was a truck, it would have like a slice here because it'd be a bed. So you're still dealing with a one-piece vehicle, not a cabin bed. And I mean, really pretty cool. I love it that you didn't mold in the tailgate.
Yeah,
that would have sucked.
Look at that. I know it.
I can't see how you finished it out back here.
I was going to make it a pop top, leave it roaster or either way, but then I got to think about it. Hey, I think it's going to look good like this. It took me 3 days to put it on there.
It's really clean the way you did it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's well thought out. A lot of times,
it's in good shape.
A lot of times people do this and they don't really think it through.
Right.
I don't know what to think about this.
I like it. Honestly, I think it's pretty freaking rad.
All right, just clean and sanitary. Power brakes, power steering. You ain't got no AC.
No AC.
What do you got going on back here?
That's what I've been wondering this whole time is what's in here.
I put 66 Mustang flip seat belts in here to lock it.
I don't know what he said.
See?
Oh, no way.
Yeah. Hadn't you ever seen that back in the old days? Yeah, they reverse your seat belts and you lock it in that way nobody can get in it.
I've actually never seen that. I did. Filler caps on the inside.
Yeah.
So you put
what I did, I had a 72 Super. It was just junk. So I cut it off, and then I took my saw and I worked it all the way. So when you look inside of it, it looks factory.
No, it did. I was just in there.
It looks factory. It took me 3 days, but it looks really good.
3 days? That sounds like gas money time for you.
Yeah. Well, I thought of you when I seen you guys building that truck over there. I thought of you. I was like, man, Richard would know what to do with this.
It's still underneath that carpet that you have in there. It's
Yes,
not
sir.
bed lined or anything.
No,
is it?
no.
Okay. I hate it when people use bedliner.
No,
Bedliner bad. Bedliner bad.
No, it's got a 9-inch. Okay, this is what you're going to pay. It's got 456 gears in the back.
Well, that's easy fix.
Not a big deal, but I don't drive it very much. It's the first time it's been out in 3 years.
So how much is this $20,000 weird truck?
Well, I just told you.
So the frame is factory?
Yeah.
Okay, so we didn't do any modifications there. So the only modifications, frame and motor and stuff like that, is disc brakes and the gears?
Yeah. And that is a crate motor, if you haven't noticed.
Well, yeah, but I ain't worried about
It's got an old 700 in it.
All right,
It's
Wes,
different. Think about it.
let me think about this
Yeah.
for a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll talk to my my
Well, it's
C10
something that you don't
expert.
see every day, and that's the reason I.
Oh, you don't see this, and it is cool.
You don't.
It's
never
really
see it.
cool. I'll try to put together a deal. Maybe let me talk to my guys, and if I do, I'll just give you some money. I'll give you cash when we come get it.
Because I'm not too far. 15 minutes from here.
Well, that's far from me. It's like 5 hours.
I know you're in Dallas.
Well, maybe I can talk you into driving it down.
Well, let me know.
I like it.
I think it could be bought for 30.
Yeah. Where's he at with it?
He said 35-ish.
Okay. I mean, I've never seen that. I mean, obviously you get the Ford unibody.
It was done well.
Yeah.
It wasn't done crappy.
Yeah.
The only problem that I was thinking is, has he put enough miles on it for it to flex?
To not crack or anything.
Yeah, but I think, I don't know. You think we could move it from 30?
I think that it would have to, like you said, Mike would have to get on the paint. I think some different wheels would need to be put on it. And
If you put
leveled
20,
it out.
if you put 22s on there and leveled it out,
Nobody else has got one.
and then I don't think I'd go with the chrome because it is so street.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I'd go with maybe a stripe package of some sort,
Just to break up a little bit.
just to break it up. Because
with
it's
it
so
being
much
a
red.
Yeah, and being a unibody, it's just all smoothed out. There's no body lines to break.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the chrome, I think then you're still trying to tell everybody you're a Blazer when you're not. You're a Block or a
Block?
Trazer. That's what we'd have to call it. Trazer or
Trazer.
Block.
Trazer sticks. Man, I don't know. I think that it could definitely be unique enough to get out. We just have to put a little bit in it. But, I mean, change gears, paint, and all that. What, a week or two on that, and you can turn around and flip it? Or would you keep it?
No, I think you could flip it. I think that somebody would just get weirded out enough like we are. Look, we don't even know what to think.
No.
I'm confused. I'm going to need a beer to sort this out.
I want a beer. All right, Brandon, we've seen a lot of cars together. You've been traveling around. I'm gonna tell you right now, you know me. This car right here is a dream car, bro.
The 59 Impala?
Yes, sir. You know it. But this one, bro, I'm gonna tell you, is one of the baddest ones I've ever seen. This thing is gorgeous, man. What I've heard,
it's freaking beautiful.
it's winning everything all over the place too. I mean,
I'm pretty sure
immaculate.
Richard's tried to buy this at every show we've been to.
Yeah.
How would I want to drive it is the problem. Like, it's too perfect. Oh, shit, look.
Oh. Well, hello, Nathan.
Hey, what's up,
Shameless
guys?
plug,
Dude.
shameless plug,
y'all
sick
doing?
cars or
How you doing,
drugs.
man?
Well, dude, what are you doing out here?
And just checking out all of these awesome cars, man. Lots of unique rides here.
Yeah.
Some cars I've never seen before. Like, some awesome creations out here.
Oh yeah, dude. This shows a different level out here, man. Well, what's funny, I mean, your cars and trucks, like your shirt says, you're mainly trucks, though, if we're being honest. So I was surprised to see you here.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the skid marks here and all, but I mean,
I try to show a little bit of everything, but yeah, cars are my main forte.
yeah.
But, man, I have an idea that I think Richard would really like.
What do you mean?
Man, so I travel all over the country going to these car shows. Went to over 50 shows last year, showing
Yeah.
off all these unique rides. A lot of them have really cool stories behind them.
Yeah.
Spoke to a gentleman yesterday. He'd been building a car for 15 years. And
Oh, yeah.
it'd be cool to get the stories behind these builds and get to know the builders of them.
I agree because I mean that's a lot of content that people don't know the backside. It's not like we do it all the time. You know, it ain't the quick. People have freaking and their heart and soul in a lot of these builds. Yeah, dude, that might strike his interest, bro.
I think it could be something big.
Take a little bit off of him having to run around too.
Exactly.
Well, I think he's here at the skid mark. You remember the skid mark? You like that truck, right?
That's one of my favorite trucks, man.
Well, I think he's over there. You want to go holler at him real quick?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
What's up, Richard?
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up, Nathan? Sick Cars and Trucks.
Sick Cars and Trucks. I've seen your stuff, man. You are everywhere. How many freaking shows do you go to?
Man, I went to close to 60 shows last year. It's all over the country, all different kinds of stuff, everything from low riders to resto mods to anything you could think of.
Well, see, that's like me. I'm into everything and anything. I don't have a genre or a certain thing or whatever. There's some silly shit here, don't get me wrong, but I like everything.
Yeah, same.
So your channel's growing pretty good. What are you up to now?
A little over 1 million on Instagram, 720,000 on TikTok, 650,000 on Facebook, and several other pages. That's just the main page.
Respectable.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
So are you able to make money doing that?
Yep. Yeah, it turned into a full-time job last year. So that's what I do for a living now, is just traveling around the country filming cool stuff.
We need to hire somebody that does what you do, to just be
Dude, I'm your man. I can be your monkey on the streets. I'm already hitting all these shows and stuff.
I mean, I was just spitballing. I was like, man, I need somebody that goes to all the shows and talks about what's going on, because I can't be at all of them. And there's trends that are changing all the time. And the trends are also different from coast to coast. Or, I mean, look at the trucks in Texas alone. What we build in Dallas compared to what they build in Houston, is completely different. We're only 3 hours away. So it's kind of, I mean, that's what I like about following you, is because you're always somewhere different, and it's like, oh wow, I didn't even know they were doing stuff like that. But I mean, I've always said that I wish we could go to more shows, be at more shows, but just what we're doing at the shop and then the travel and everything else is.
You guys are busy building badass rides at the shop. I can hit the streets for you and get this content for you. And my thing is, there's all these cars have stories behind them, so I want to dig into those stories. And
there's that. Plus, there's always even the late night talk show hosts have their man on the street, or you can't be everywhere at once. Come have some beers with us, and let's talk about how we make it work.
Let's do it. Heck yeah, thank you.
After an ungodly amount of beers and intense negotiations, Richard and Nathan were able to form an alliance, and as a sort of test run, sent Nathan out with one of our cameras to find some of the most interesting vehicles and hear their stories. But it looks like Nathan got lost and stumbled onto the set of Mad Max.
All right, man, so what's your name and where are you from?
Name is Joseph Woodall from Fredonia, Kansas.
And what is this awesome creation behind you here?
So this is a 1961 Volkswagen Beetle, and I had the shell given to me, so I didn't have any money in it, so I figured I'd put a couple dollars in it and build a frame, and now it's here. So.
And this thing is absolutely wild looking. Out of all the rat rods here, this one definitely stands out.
I appreciate it.
What's the drivetrain setup?
Drivetrain, so I got the engine. It was base 350, 4-bolt main, had a board over a little bit, and then transmission came out of a 84 long bed Chevy along with the engine, and the rear end came out of a 95 Chevy half-ton. Rear end is actually solid mounted onto the frame because I just built it for burnouts, and well, I was dumb enough to go ahead and get tag and insurance on it and stuff, so drive around it here and there and just try and stay out of trouble. But
nice. You actually drive this thing on the street?
Couple times, yeah.
I bet you get a lot of looks, lots of thumbs up.
Absolutely.
Cool. So can we walk around it real quick?
Yeah. So like I said, the body's a 61. The front I-beam is actually still the stock Volkswagen suspension. It's out of a 67, and I used a disc brake conversion, bolted that on there, and it only has front brakes. I'll do the burnouts and stuff. But the grill came out of a 39 Plymouth, and like I said, the engine and the transmission, it just came out of an old pickup along with the rear end. The other side, well, you can actually see some right here, but this Bondo, they had tried covering up this drip rail, and it is insanely bad. So I mean, the body wasn't worth saving or nothing like that, but there's a lot of purists that hate what I did with it, but I love it. So
I love it too.
Now something that's different about it is most people generally sit in the front seat. This one's a back seat with, well, it's true bucket seats. I cut an old wash tub in half.
That is
just bolted it to the ground. It's all expanded metal throughout the car. Another cool thing about it is I got a propane tank in here that'll shoot flames about 5 or 6 foot out of this nozzle here. And then I just put this on a couple weeks ago. It's an old air tank. I pressure that up to 120 PSI. It's filled with gas and diesel. and it'll shoot out of this nozzle right here. So you're going from a 5 to 6 foot flame all the way to about 30 to 35 foot flame.
Wow,
It's nuts.
that is so cool.
It's nuts. The old intake, this is all tunnel ram I actually bought for this engine. Paid $600 for it, had a crack in it. It was useless, so I figured it'll make a hell of an air cleaner.
Man, this thing is awesome.
So I appreciate it. But as far as that, it's just kind of, you take a little time, decorate some stuff, and that's it. So.
It's the thing about rat rods, you put your personality into it and make it your own. And
it doesn't cost hardly nothing, so.
This thing is super cool. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for bringing this thing out, man.
No problem. I appreciate you.
All right, what's your name and where are you from?
Marcus Andrews from Heber Springs, Arkansas.
Dude, first of all, congratulations on getting the bus on the badges and the name tags here. That is super cool. You have to be really proud of that.
I'm really honored to do that. They called me, I was tickled to death.
Yep.
I couldn't say nothing to nobody for a while, but I had to hit in. But
that's a hard secret to keep there.
Yes, it was.
So what's the story behind the bus?
I found it about 6 years ago. It was just a body in little town, Arkansas, and took it home and started building it. Took me about 6 months to build chassis, everything. Drove it out of the shop and have a ball out of it. We go everywhere in it, drive it everywhere.
Wow, so you built this thing in 6 months from the ground up?
Ground up.
Wow. What's the drivetrain setup?
It's a 350 Chevrolet, punched out to be a blower motor, 871 blower, 2 750 Hollies on it. Got nitrous on top of it, 400 transmission, square tube and chassis I built my own self, airbags. So
that's so cool. I meant to ask, what year and model is the
1927 Wayne Ford school bus.
1927, and I saw before pictures of this, just the shell sitting out in the field.
Yeah, just a shell. I mean, it's just a body when I got it.
So you built it from a shell to what you see here. That's
yes, from the ground up. I had to sit on the ground and do it from inside out.
And the coolest thing about this, tell them I saw you out at Cruising the Coast. How many miles did you put on this thing at Cruising the Coast?
At Cruising the Coast, we put 541 miles on it, just at Cruising the Coast, from Saturday to a following Sunday.
That's crazy. So this thing not only looks sick, you're actually out there driving it on the street.
Oh yes, we love driving it.
Packing it full of people and going and having fun.
Yes, so, 6, 8 people in it all the time. We go somewhere.
That's cool. Can we take a little walk around it and check it out? So I know you have lights up here on the scoop, right? That's so cool. So I've actually seen this bus. Oh, there it is. Wow. That just looks sinister there. Wow. So how much horsepower is this thing making?
Right now we got turned down probably 670 horsepower.
Wow. Turned down 670 horsepower school bus.
We got an 18 under right now.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Let's take a little walk inside here. Check it out. We got the nitrous bottle down here. So cool. We got the Apple on the shifter, true school bus style. We got the old lunch boxes. Really complete the look of this thing. Like I said, guys, he packs this thing full of people and goes cruising the streets with it. So really cool. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Marcus. Oh, wow. Check this out, guys. You got a miniature school, an exact replica of the bus here. That is really cool.
Yes.
That's nice. Well, thank you so much for your time, Marcus. And thank you for bringing this awesome bus out here to the Starbird show.
Appreciate it.
So I'm sure we'll be seeing you soon. I see you all over the place. So.
Oh, yes.
Cool. See you later.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh, we got the card. You got a picture with Richard?
Yeah, I got one with him.
Yeah, we already did all that.
You wanted one with me.
Oh, well, I don't blame him.
Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
All right, so maybe I can charge $5 for that.
So what's your name and where are you from?
Mike Nichols, but my son Sean Nichols actually owned the car. It was a father-son project, and it got a lot more in depth than what we intended. It was going to be a driver, but the first new piece probably led, that was our downfall. But, so it's a 67 Nova. It's got a 454 board and stroke to a 496. We got the heads are aluminum, ported and polished, and we after that we had the exteriors polished. We had CNC plates put on top of the valve covers with our name Rome. The firewall's been smoothed to a degree where the windshield wiper was removed and put under the dash. I was able to put a stock windshield wiper under the dash. I learned how to TIG weld, so I had TIG welded the radiator support. On the passenger side, I've got 9 stainless steel lines running up under the fender to try to hide them.
Wow, so I see all the lines wrapped in leather. How did that come about? That is awesome.
Yeah, so all these return lines, AC lines, radiator were all hidden up underneath the fender here, so.
The detail on this is incredible.
Thank you.
So where did the name Rome come from?
Name Rome is the son was living with his mom and me, and he bought all of his parts from all the swap meets, and so we had windshield on the bed, and we had professional racks filled, and you still couldn't walk through the bedroom. So one Christmas, Mother wanted to know when she was getting her spare bedroom back, and he said, "Mom, Rome wasn't built overnight." So,
I love that.
But Mother didn't think it was all that funny. But,
yeah.
But in the back,
awesome.
we've got, I was able to put the stainless steel exhaust, learned how to TIG weld. We've got all stainless steel upper control arms, 4-link, hand fabricated underneath. I bossed all the fittings are bossed into the frame. Went so far as to have the gas tank polished. And
the gas tank is even polished?
The gas tank stainless steel polished, and the fill tube is in the trunk.
Wow.
So then one of the shows we were going to, there was a deduction if you had the blue or red fittings on your stainless steel lines. So Mr. Sanford from Samson Designs put all the wraps on there to cover up the fittings. So plus I think it's an additive, it really complements. So
definitely a nice touch. I've never seen
that
before. That's
and
really
all the interior, I have to brag on what he did. We wanted the 4 bucket seats and that particular console, and he nailed what we were asking for. And then all the wraps and the detail he put in, the headliner, we were awful proud of what he'd done. He got the idea. I don't know if you noticed the sill plate, so we had that engraved just like CNC machined, just like we did the valve covers from the same gentleman.
Like I said, the more I look at this, the more detail you see. This is
It was a lot of sleepless nights, but I'm probably telling
14
singing
years
to the
worth
preacher.
of sleepless
Yes,
nights.
sir.
Wow.
Mr. Sampson come by with the R, so there's R in every seat, in the side of the seat.
Even an R in the taillights here. See, it's the little details that really set this thing apart.
In the third member, in the exhaust pipes, there's R's.
Even R's in the exhaust. Wow. I think this is prettier underneath. You almost need a rotating assembly to rotate this thing around.
That was why I thought Mr. Sampson was out of his mind when he wanted to build. We were going to our first ever show, and he wanted this stage. I thought, well, we need a stage, but it really complements with the mirrors of all of our hard work underneath.
The display here is very impressive.
Yeah, it takes us several hours to get it, because we have to have ramps, and then they have to go back to the trailer. So.
Well, cool. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for bringing this beautiful Nova out here.
Thank you. Come back and see us.
Cool. Thank you. Alrighty, what's your name and where are you from?
My name is Kent Riddenberry. I'm from Gaspard, Virginia.
Cool. First of all, congratulations on your Fine 9 award.
Thank you, sir.
Very well deserved. This car is absolutely stunning out here.
Thank you, sir.
Under the lights, it just shining like a diamond out here.
Thank you, thank you.
So, what's the year and make of the car?
It's a 1954. It's a Bel Air. It's a post car. You know, it has a post car in it. Chevy. It's a Chevy. Automatically see that, but it's a Chevy.
Cool. What's the story behind the car?
Well, it belongs to a customer. I built it for a customer, and I got a contract for a few months to show it, for like 12 months to show it, and we've done real well with it. We've won the 777 from the KKOA, House of Color Best Paint Award. In the Fine 9, we've done real well with the car. Numerous of shows we've won. Like I said, it's a customer's car. I got to turn it loose next month. My contract will be up. As you can see, the car kind of speaks for itself. You know, it's chopped. It's just a mild custom. It's not a heavy custom. It's just a mild custom with a cool ass paint job.
So how much is it chopped?
3.5, about 3.5 inches. We left the stock back glass. You know, we got it cut. We cut the stock back glass. Left the stock appearing. You know, so it would look like if Chevrolet was going to do it, Chevrolet should have done this. You know what I mean? It's not out of proportion. It's all in proportions and stuff. That's the way I try to do when we chop one.
Absolutely. This thing is absolutely perfect. Wouldn't change a thing.
Thank you, sir.
Paint job, what's the story behind the paint?
It's all House of Color. We done it with House of Color. It's just trickery with the paint gun, you know.
Man, it is so beautiful under these lights. And also the roof, we got the lace roof.
Yep, we got that. We had some friends come in and we collaborated together and got the roof done, me and my son, and a guy named Kevin Pettit. Pettit Built Motorcycles. He come in and he helped us with the roof, and a lot of people. We had a lot of people pull together on this car.
Awesome.
And I'm very, very glad and gracious for all of them. You know, that helped me. You know.
We take a look at the interior real quick.
Yes, sir.
Check out this interior. You got the leopard print. Can I step in here?
Yeah, you good.
Wow. This thing is just beautiful. What's the drivetrain?
320. I'll open the hood if you want me to. It's got a little 327 in it. Okay. All stock. This car is built like if you had this car in '53 and in 1960 you wanted to build it, this is what you could have built. You know.
Let's see what's under the hood of this beautiful car. Very nice. I love the wide engine bay with the touches. Wow.
Louver panels and stuff. We
got the gold engine block.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer in customs need to be showed with the hood down, where you can see the lines and everything. The old school guys taught me that, and that's just what I follow Trump with. You know, we leave it down. Like I said, I got nothing to hide. The car's just as beautiful underneath, Trump, everything. You know, as it is. You know, I got nothing to hide. It just looks better with the stuff down to me. You know.
I do agree, and it photographs and videos better also.
Follow the lines. You like to see the truck?
Yes, I would love to. Oh, wow. Got the painted air tank.
Yeah.
Man,
we left nothing untouched.
This thing is beautiful. I bet it's going to be hard to let this one go back to the customer. After
it gets harder and harder every time. This is what I kind of, my forte is 49s, 49 to 52s. I have another remarkable car named Maybelline. That's Chop Channel. That's, you know, it's won a lot of stuff too. And this is kind of what I cut my teeth on. We built one 2 years ago, and it went to Newfoundland, and we got to show it for about 6 months. That was hard to turn loose too. That was a gorgeous car as well.
I bet that's pretty cool if your customers let you take them out on the road and show them like
well,
this.
We get this in the contract, you know, which I do it in the contract. You know, because when you're working on cars of this caliber, you can't work on something for yourself. You got to lock your mind in on one thing, you know. So that, you know, we're a small shop. Me, my son, you know, and a couple more guys, and my old lady. You know, it's just a little small shop. 5 of us, I think, all together.
Wow.
And Sparkplug, my dog.
Wow. That's awesome. Well, your work speaks for itself. This thing is incredible. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for bringing this car out here to Starbird.
Thank you.
Cool. Appreciate you. All right. So, what's your name and where are you from?
My name's Louis Leonetti, and I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Awesome. So I believe I heard this truck has a lot of history behind it. What's the story?
Well, it does. Darryl Starbird built it in 1962. He gave it to Monogram Models, which is a model over here. And Monogram Models had a contest. And you build the car at the model, and the best model, they gave you the car. The guy in Arizona got the car. I don't know how he won it or what. Unfortunately, he died, so I can't speak to him. And then somehow or another went to the Batman TV show. Cesar Romero drove it as a Joker's car. It went to Millionaire's Estate after that. He died, and it got auctioned off in Brooklyn, New York. And a buddy of mine bought it for $3,400 at the auction. But it didn't have a bubble top, and the motor was bad. And it had some white paint slapped here and there. And then he wound up with a legal problem, and I gave him $400 at a dirt bike for it in 1960.
Wow, no way.
Yeah, and I carted it around for many years. I tried restoring it with 3 shops. The last shop, I gave him $2,500, and I went to check on the car, and the shop was closed and the car was gone. Huh. So a lady saw a tow truck company tow it out, and I got in touch with them, and I went where they told me they towed it with the police department. I found it apart, upside down, and all the chrome was missing. So after that, I put it in storage, and I waited till he got old enough, my son, and then we restored it. We spent the last 15 years restoring it in the garage and home.
Wow, that's a lot of labor of love there. really cool. So what all have you changed on it since you've had it?
Well, originally when it was built, it had round headlights. We put the square. We put the 60 Chevy dash in there. Both sides were flat like the other side. And we changed the motor. And then we did the hydraulics for it. And
cool. So is the bubble top on a switch?
What?
Is the bubble top on a switch that, like on an actuator or something?
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
It's on a remote.
That's really cool.
And Darryl, we became very friendly with Darryl in 2007. So Darryl blew me the new bubble at his house in Afton, Oklahoma.
Wow.
And he actually blew it rectangular and cut it in half, so I have an extra one.
Wow, that's really cool.
And he pretty much approved any of the changes that we made on it. But it's the original, it's all metal. It weighs about 4,000 pounds.
Wow, that's heavy. So I was walking around here yesterday and I was talking to someone, they would never guess this was a 60, they were just blown away that this was a
55 Chevy, 62 Chevy back chassis, and they're blended together.
Okay.
The midsections is 62 Chevy pickup truck chopped and channeled. And the front and the back are two rolled sheet metal and lead filled.
Wow. That is
heavy car.
Wow, over 4,000 pounds you said?
Yeah, 4,000 pounds.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for bringing this beautiful truck out here.
You're welcome.
And we appreciate you.
No problem.
bed go on fire for a second. I like this bed even more now.
So there you go. That's a wrap on day 2 of the Daryl Starbird Rock Custom Show. I gotta tell you, the people out here are great. Killer bunch of cars and motorcycles and everything. And I am worn smooth out to take my lovely lady out for some pizza and go to bed.